Welcome to The Briefing, your weekly debrief of top news by the Arizona Republic and azcentral.com. I'm Rafael Carranza. Here are the top 3 things you need to know this week. Vice President Kamala Harris is visiting Phoenix on Monday for a campaign event marking 2 years since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. This is her 3rd visit to Arizona so far this year. Supporters of a measure that would enshrine access to abortion in the Arizona Constitution have until next week to finish gathering the required 383,000 signatures, though they're aiming to submit double that number. The case against 18 fake electors accused of attempting to overturn the results of the 2020 election in Arizona is moving on to the next phase. All 18 people charged, 11 state Republicans and 7 Trump aides, have now been arraigned in court. Under this next stage, they could enter plea agreements, but prosecutors say additional charges could still come.
One of the things that we've been consistent about is we're still investigating. So we're still looking at the case. The investigation part is not done. So I don't want to say today that there won't be additional charges or any other defendants. I just can't say.
The city of Phoenix will be organizing listening sessions to get community reaction to the damning report by the Department of Justice. The 3-year investigation accused the Phoenix Police Department of violating the constitutional rights of residents, including people of color, those experiencing homelessness, and people with disabilities. No dates have been set yet for the community listening sessions. Arizona's wildfire season is well underway and has been busier than normal, but it enters a new stage as the monsoon season also kicks into high gear. Arizona has entered a period of peak fire danger and perhaps the most crucial time of the wildfire season. Scorching temperatures in June and July dry out the ground even more, raising the risk for fire crews.
This year we've got a huge amount of annual grass load, which leads to the potential for rapid fire spread as things dry out.
Andy Mandel is a fire staff officer at the Tonto National Forest. It's the closest one to Metro Phoenix. Fire crews at Tonto have seen an increase in fire activity this year, given the proximity to so many people who visit the forest to escape the desert heat. So far this year, the Arizona Department of Forest and Fire Management has logged more than 700 wildfires around the state. They've burned over 51,000 acres. That's more than double the number of acres burned during the same time last year. But June also brings the potential for monsoon rains. It can be a make or break moment for firefighters, though it also comes with risks.
When we get into the monsoonal pattern, we add the potential for lightning to start natural caused fires, but that generally comes with moisture. So those fires are very moderated in comparison to what we see prior to the monsoons.
The big question is how much rain will come. The outlook for this year's monsoon is below average rainfall and above average temperatures, according to the National Weather Service. Already, more than 70% of Arizona is experiencing drought conditions, and if less rain falls during one of the wettest periods of the year, it will certainly get worse. That troubles fire crews who fear a longer, more dangerous wildfire season may be underway.
From the start of my career, I think that historical fire season is a little over a month longer than it used to be, so that trend is changing.
Stage 1 fire restrictions remain in place along most state and federal lands in Arizona. Over the weekend, Coconino and the Kaibab National Forest in northern Arizona entered stronger Stage 2 restrictions. At the Tonto National Forest, there's an increase in fire staff during the summer months.
So here we both have the dispatch center that dispatches firefighters all over our forest and within the Central West zone. And also here is the tanker base. Both places are here on site. What you see behind us are one of the DC tents, a VLAT, a very large air tanker that everybody is getting fueled up and going through their checks and ready for whatever the day might bring.
Arizona is a part of the Southwest Coordinating Group, which brings together state and federal resources to fight wildfires. The state also entered recently into a fire compact with Great Plains states that would guarantee additional resources should the need arise. For complete wildfire coverage, including evacuation alerts, and to track the progress fighting wildfires, visit azcentral.com.
The Arizona Republic. Here for it. Are you?
A big congratulations is in order for this week's Sunspot. Rene Andrade, the owner of Bacanora and Huarachi's in downtown Phoenix, is the latest Arizona chef to win a James Beard Award. They're considered the Oscars of the culinary world.
It feels good, it feels that the stuff we've had done and how much effort we put into things come to fruition, and now being recognized by it and making people understand that our Mexican food is of their caliber. It's of the high caliber. So that's just, it feels good to say that, right?
Andrade joins a short list of 19 Arizona chefs to win this distinction since 1993. He was named the best chef for the Southwest region. Thank you for joining us on The Briefing, your weekly debrief of top news by the Arizona Republic and AZ Central. Have a great week.